All right, hey guys. So today we're going to talk about how to actually lose weight. So there's a lot of ways people attack losing weight, and it's usually just kind of they're doing one aspect right, but not the other right, or they're just leaving it out, and they just get frustrated and don't actually lose the weight. So Joe, let's kind of dive into this, and you want to hit the nutrition side?
Sure, Jake. So, more times than not, unfortunately, in today's world, it's usually a health scare or a doctor telling you that you need to lose weight or make a change in your lifestyle that gets the ball moving in another direction. So, people, when they hear this or when they get that scare, they tend to immediately go to the extreme and, they either do intense cardio or they just go into starvation mode or they just get rid of everything in their pantry. They buy everything organic. They do a total 180-degree turn, and that's kind of detrimental. It's not sustainable. It's not really how this works. I don't know if you've ever heard that saying, calories decide your weight, macronutrients will decide how you look, and then micronutrients decide how you feel. Those three, can be tough for someone to decipher and understand if they're not using a coach, or if they don't really understand how nutrition works and how their body responds to different foods. So that's where the whole education process comes in. When you're properly educated on the benefits of gaining muscle and you understand that your metabolism needs to be firing in order to burn fat, then the only way to get it to fire is you feed your body the right things, and you're feeding it more protein. Not only will you start to look better, but you'll feel better in your clothes, you'll feel better in your skin, your confidence level will go up, in social situations. We overconsume a lot of the bad stuff, unfortunately, and we underconsume what we should really be eating in the form of, healthy carbs and fats and good protein and the nutrients that we need. But unfortunately, like I said, it just takes a mental shift sometimes in someone for this to occur. I mean, you don't have to do, all the things right at the same time. It just, is a multi-step process. What do you think?
Yeah, so you kind of touched on this. It's like people go into the gym and they just want to do cardio, and that's all they think they need to do is go to the gym maybe 3 times a week, go on the treadmill for an hour, and then just expect to lose a lot of weight and be happy with the results. So, yes, you'll lose weight because you're burning calories. Well, I guess if you're in a caloric deficit too, which is another thing, it's like you got to be eating less. You can't expect to lose weight by not eating by eating more or eating the same. Like you got to make a change. If you don't make a change, then don't expect a change to actually be made in your body. So that and then strength training, you got to do strength training. It's not just for bodybuilders, it's not just for the bros, it's for everyone. Functional reasons, building muscle is key. Muscle is dense, you got to remember that. So when you're looking at the scale, you got to track your body fat as well. You can't just look at the scale and be like, oh, I only lost a pound this week. Well, you might have gained some muscle if you're strength training. So always got to keep that into account. You can't just look at the number and be like, I didn't lose anything. And then, yeah. So strength training is important. If you've never done it before or barely done it, 2 times a week, start out full body, compound movements, dumbbell bench press, squats, body weight squats, maybe add a dumbbell once you can get the actual squat form down, pulling motion, lat pull down, for example, dumbbell rows, stuff like that. Building muscle will increase your metabolic rate, and therefore you'll burn calories at rest, which is ideal because you want to burn more calories and get rid of that excess fat. So, Joe, you want to kind of hit on that?
Yeah, no, like the whole, like you said, just the burning calories aspect. I mean, why else are we going to the gym? Why else are we exercising? Why else are we putting our bodies through that type of stress? I mean, it's not a bad stress. It's definitely a good stress, but you need that type of exercise, that type of, energy output in order to get your body burning calories. You can also get in, like you like to say, the LISS training, low intensity. If you walk a lot, if you get, anything over 7, 8,000 steps, if you can get 10,000 steps, it's even better. The more you walk, the more steps you get, your body's also burning fat when it's doing that as well, when you're moving.
Right. People want this toned look, and the toned look is via losing body fat and gaining muscle. So if you expect to just go on the treadmill, do cardio only, and expect to actually get that toned look, it's not going to happen. And this toned look, and it's said by a lot of people, it's like you do high reps, low weight, and it'll get you toned. Well, that's not exactly the best way of doing it, because what you want to do is be in the hypertrophy rep range. So 6 to 12 reps. I like doing 8 to 10, 6 to 8. That's usually good. Doing heavy weight, about 2 reps in reserve, and you'll start seeing that more toned look if you have your diet in check. And then just tapping back into the cardio part, if you are looking to uh, gain muscle, you got to find what cardio you like. So if it's not running, it could be walking. If it's not walking, do swimming. Swimming is good because it's easier on the joint. So if you have some sort of issue with your joints, you're older, you can't put a lot of stress on your joints, the pool is a great option. Jumping rope, if you don't want to go outside, for example, and then you don't have like a treadmill or something, that's another option.
Yeah, definitely. I always forget about swimming. I don't know why I don't take advantage of that, man. I got access to a pool too, you know. You could always just swim laps and, you know, jumping rope. We do a lot of jumping rope. If you pay attention to your breathing, if you're someone that doesn't like doing a lot of cardio, you know, it's mainly a lot of times it's because you don't know really how to control your breathing. So you just tend to either go too hard, too fast, too soon, and you know, you just get winded and out of breath. But once you learn how to control your breathing, you can do more cardio for longer.
Right. Yeah. So I'd kind of sum this up as to actually lose weight, you need to be in a caloric deficit, eating a lot of protein and strength training, and doing some cardio on the side as well. And this is for losing weight, the body fat, because we do want to gain some muscle as well. I don't think anyone wants that loose skin. Ideally, they don't want that loose skin. So adding some muscle, doing it slowly, not extremely quick, going on some crash diet, starving themselves, having like some crazy deficit. That's just not the right way to go about it. So just keeping it simple, those 3 things, that's how you're actually going to lose weight.